Hello everyone. So in this short video I'm going to walk you through the new features we have introduced around inviting learners into the whole of your programs and how you can schedule reminder emails and overdue emails for your events, activities and questionnaires too. So if I just move down through this program that I've created, you can see I have my list of learners that I've invited into the program. One of the changes you might now notice is that when you invite a learner in, and click invite, it lists them like this, so you can keep adding all of the email addresses and you just click invite once to add everyone in. This also gives you the opportunity to cut and paste a whole series of emails in to making inviting all of the learners in one go that little bit quicker. So I'll just invite Henry in. Okay, once everyone's invited into the program, you'll notice here I've created a timeline of questionnaires and events. I've added sections with events and questionnaires in, and I've got an activity down here in module 2 as well. So with 7, 8 or 9 items in my timeline, the old way of inviting the learners in is to manually add them to each individual item. And if you want to add them all in one go, obviously they would get 8, 9, 10 emails all in one go, which isn't a great user experience. So what we've added in now is if you go to your overview section, so at this point I've not added anybody to any of the items on this program. So if I go to my overview section here, you'll notice now that this is all empty because nobody's been added to anything at this point in time. Now we've divided the areas out into their sections. So section here is module 2, section here is module 1, and these are the items that aren't in a section, but of course this could be called preparation, be a section as well, and they're divided out. Over here on the top right, you have an invite all learners to everything. So when I click that, all of the learners of this program will be invited to everything in the program, so all of the activities, all the events, all the questionnaires, and they'll get a single email with all the details on there. Alternatively, you can just invite all the learners to a section, so you can break it down section by section. And if I click on this button here, all of the learners will be added to just all of the items in that particular section at any point in time, and you can see I've got the button here and the button here. You also have the option of an individual learner to invite learner to everything on the program too. So if a learner joins a little bit later, or you want to drip feed different process to different learners, you can do this on an individual level as well. So I'm just going to show you the invite all learners to everything. So if I click on this button here, and it just asks me to confirm that I do want to invite all the learners to all events, activities and questionnaires in this program, click invite all, and hey presto, you will notice that now they're all invited to everything on this program, and obviously they haven't attended anything or completed anything at this point in time. So it doesn't matter how much is in your program, just one click of that invite all learners to everything and everybody's invited. If you subsequently add a learner on at a later stage, you can use the individual button here to invite them to everything too, and again they'll just get that single email. If you invite all learners just to a section, they get an email with all of the items in that particular section there. So let me just show you what the email looks like. Okay, so this is the email that gets sent out to your participants when you invite them to everything on the timeline in your program. So rather than getting a separate email for each item, there's just the one email that details all of the elements of your program that you are running. So you'll see here on this email they have a questionnaire with a date there, they have their first live session here with the calendar links, a second live session with calendar links, a questionnaire, an activity, another live event, and so on. So whatever combination you have on your program of activities, questionnaires and live events, they all get detailed on the one email with the calendar links for the live events, and that prevents them getting 8, 9, 10, 12 emails in one go. Okay, back into the timeline of events and questionnaires, and I'm going to show you some of the changes that we now have in terms of your ability to send reminder emails or overdue emails for items on the timeline. So if I go into one of my events, so it's a Zoom event, and I go to edit over here, you'll notice now that underneath your dates and times for scheduling it, you have this little box here, reminder emails. and you have various options. You can send a reminder email a week before the start, 3 days before the start, 2 days before the start, 1 day before the start, or on the actual start date. And this will generate a simple, straightforward email straight out to the participant, just reminding them about that live event. And so you have the option to either not send a reminder or schedule this in advance, so you don't need to worry about it at any point in time. Let me just schedule this to 2 days before the start. I'll click save, and you'll see on your event details box here, there's a little thing here that's just showing you've sent a reminder email 2 days before the start, so it reminds you how you've set this particular meeting up. So you've got that ability to invite everyone into everything in advance, and then even if that event is 2 to 3 months away, you can schedule a reminder email just so you can be sure that they're reminded they need to attend at that particular time and date. So let's go back into the program and have a look at the questionnaire, for example. So for questionnaires and activities, if we go to edit for those, you have 2 options. So when you've got your title and the trainer that's running it and the date that it's due, you've now got these boxes here. So send a reminder email and send an overdue email. Now you can set these to have no reminder email and no overdue email, but if you set a reminder email, you get the same options again, a week, 3, 2 days before. So let me just say I'm going to send a reminder email 1 day before in case they haven't done it. Now, if they've completed this questionnaire or activity, this email won't get sent, okay? The overdue email is if it's past overdue. So the minute that the Tuesday the 7th for this particular questionnaire is reached, if this has not been completed and you have set it to send an overdue email, one of these will be sent. But obviously if they've completed it, this email won't go out. So again, you've got a week after due, 3 days after due, 2 days after due, 1 day after due, or send none. So I'm going to set that as 1 day after due in case they don't finish it. Click save, and you'll see on my questionnaire details I've got the fact that I've scheduled a reminder email and an overdue email if it's not been completed. So you've now got those abilities to invite everybody to everything, a single email to all the things on their timeline. You can also schedule reminder emails and overdue emails too, just to make this whole inviting people into your longer, more blended learning journeys a much better user experience. Enjoy.